Oh my god, I'm completely throwing. I'm throwing all my pieces out the window. Oh my god, how did I fumble this? Oh my god. And I just lost my bishop. Oh my god, how did I fumble this? Knight f3, knight c6. Knight c3, okay. You just go g6, of course. Hoping for d4. Okay, so he's not playing d4, which is a bit annoying. But it is what it is. Bishop g7, knight g5. e6. Then we have some holes. Which maybe the knight can occupy. Bishop g7, knight g5. We always have knight e5. Bishop b3, c4. We just lock the bishop shot. I actually quite like that. Bishop g7, knight g5, knight e5. Bishop d5. No, we always have e6, c4. I think e6 isn't actually that weakening. I mean, the f6 square isn't weak because of the bishop and the knight. The d6 square sure is somewhat weak, but we can also play queen c7 maybe. I think it's going to work. So let's go bishop g7. See what he plays. And we are playing a 30-minute game. Alright, he goes d3. Going for some King's Indian attack, I suppose. Very, very solid. Very, very solid. Okay, lots of different options here. We could immediately go e6, d5. This is playable. Knight f6 I don't like because of e5. So this is why maybe d6, knight f6. Then our bishop can come out to either e6 or g4. That looks good. e6, knight e7, d5 is what I honestly usually play in these positions. Against these King's Indian attacks. My worry is e6, knight e7. He has this move bishop g5. He has this move bishop d5, bishop g5, and then if d5, e takes, knight takes, and then there's just too much pressure. So e6 I don't think is actually all that good. The question is, if we don't go e6, d5, how do we make progress? Take. I mean, e6, knight e7, bishop g5. We do have h6 maybe. g5, that is so weakening though. You know what? We could go e6, knight e7. If he ever goes bishop g5, just queen c7. Just queen c7, nice and simple. Just queen c7. These knights defend each other. But then my queen isn't partaking in attacking d5. This is hard. We have time to think, which is good. So e6, bishop g5. What do we play? Knight ge7. See, I don't love that. But the question is, if I go d6, then what am I playing for? a6, b5. He can immediately shut that down with a4. I've got nothing then in that position. I feel like I could be playing for f5, you know. Maybe that's what I go. I go d6, but then I can't really go knight f6. d6, knight f6, castle. Knight e8, f5. See, that actually looks okay. That actually looks somewhat reasonable. Yeah, I think I would like to go e6, d5, but this bishop on g5 is too annoying. Let's go d6. d6 is quite flexible. It's quite flexible. It opens up the bishop. Now we can play knight f6. I think this is correct. Castle, knight e8, f5. I think that's correct. h3, very prophylactic. Making sure I can't go bishop g4. It's not a bad move. It's an annoying move. I like my bishop in this position. I like knight f6. I think knight f6 is just a good move, preparing to castle. If I go knight f6, I am giving him bishop g5. So that's something to just take into account. I could also go h6 to prevent bishop g5. But the problem with h6 is that it creates a hook. He can go like bishop e3, queen d2. And then it's going to be difficult to castle kingside. This is a very annoying hook. So I don't actually like h6. I don't think h6 is very good. Knight f6, bishop g5. I mean, we can always just, that's not dangerous. We can always castle knight e8. We can always just go for a plan. So let's go knight f6. He's probably going to castle bishop g5. Bishop e3 maybe. Yeah. Bishop f4. Okay, yeah, that's a reasonable move here. We could go e5. The problem with e5, it creates a gaping hole on d5, which you can occupy with his knight or his bishop. So e5 I don't like all that much. I think he's trying to provoke e5 to then go bishop g5. So let's castle, queen d2, and then what do we play? Then he's threatening bishop h6. I don't think we can do anything really about bishop h6, which is unfortunate. Castle, queen d2. We could go rook e8, bishop h6, bishop h8. That I think I like. So let's start with castling. Let's start by castling. See what he does. He's probably going to go queen d2, if I had to take a guess. Probably going to go queen d2. He castles, okay. So already I'm looking at knight e8. Oh, we can't go f5 because of the bishop. I completely forgot about that. Why don't we go knight a5? Why don't we go knight a5? Get rid of this pesky bishop. Right? Knight a5 is probably going to go bishop b3. We take that. The a file opens. It is what it is. And then we just go knight e8, f5. We have the bishop pair. We open up the board. I think we have good prospects in that position. I mean, knight a5 is a pretty good move here. What we can also do after knight a5, bishop b3, we can take and put our bishop on e6. Taking control of the diagonal. Let's start with knight a5. This is a very good move, I think. Already, I think black's equalized here. He goes back. Let's take bishop a4, sorry. So let's take, a takes. Parking my bishop on f7 is perhaps an idea. I would also like to go b5 at some point. A lot of things on my mind here. We could play bishop h5. This comes with tempo. Knight h5, sorry. Knight h5, this comes with tempo. Bishop g5, bishop g3, and then pawn to f5, maybe. And then pawn to f5. Yeah, I like that. Knight h5 opens up my bishop. Comes with tempo. f5 is coming. I think that's good. I'm never worried about knight b5. That's always met with a6. Can he push one of these pawns forward? This is always important to look at. See, he actually is threatening e5. So if I go knight here, he actually can go e5 in that position. Interesting, look at that. Knight here, he goes e5, and he just demolishes my whole structure. This is why we go knight h5. Knight h5, f5. If he goes e5 in that position, well, he loses a pawn. Then he loses a pawn. The bishop is quite strong on g5. Knight h5, bishop g5, f5. We can always go back to f6. I like that. Let's start with knight h5. Let's start with knight h5. This is a very, very good position for black. I mean, this is a beautiful dragon setup right here. Perhaps some kingside attack is brewing as well, right? If we can open with f5, maybe create a battery, sack on h3. There's all. I'm keeping my options open. He goes all the way back to h2. Okay, so he's just giving me f5 here. If I go f5, he wants to go e5, I think. I think he wants to go e5, but then I think we have f4. And we just completely cut off this bishop. Perhaps. f5, e5. f5, e5. Do we have anything in that position? f5, e5. Now, we could also go e5 and then f5. Knight d5. Nah, that's too weakening. I don't think we can allow that. I don't think we can allow that. f5. f5 has to be the correct move in this position. It just has to be the correct move. I don't know how else to put it. f5, e5, f4. This just has to be correct. If he takes, then we take back. I mean, look at this pawn. This pawn is so good. Defended by the knight, and that's got to be good. This just has to be good. Also very important, if he ends up going e5, we can go b6, bishop b7 now that the diagonal's opened. That's another option. No, f5 has to be the correct move. It just has to be. e5 is wrong because of knight d5, I think. e5, knight d5. f5. That's also not bad though. e5. No, if I go e5, he actually has g4. If I go e5, he has g4, and I'm never getting f5 ever again. We have to go f5. He's threatening g4. We have to go f5. No, this is definitely correct. This is definitely correct. These light squares aren't all that dangerous. He can't access them. His queen can't access them. He doesn't have a light squared bishop. So that's good. No, this is definitely correct. This has to be correct. He takes. Okay, that I didn't expect. Although I think I see what he's going for. If bishop f5, g4, I kind of missed that, to be honest. This is objectively the best. gf and then just like king h8, rook g8. This is objectively the best. Yeah. How did I mess that up? It's not the end of the world, but it's f5. Yeah, that's... Yeah, and this is the problem with going knight h5. Maybe the knight h5 wasn't actually correct. Maybe the move was actually knight e8, you know. I think, okay, let's not dwell onto the past. Let's keep it flowing, keep it moving. So he's attacking on knight, of course. We need to move it. We can really only move it to f6, so we kind of just move it here, I suppose. Knight f6. We don't really have a choice here. And this is actually not bad. It's actually not terrible. He's probably going to go queen f3 if I had to take a guess. He goes f4. Okay, f4 is interesting. So he wants to lift his rook, right? This is obvious, right? You couldn't make that more obvious. My bishop is terrible. How can we make our bishop not terrible? b6, bishop b7. If b6, queen f3. That sucks. That's annoying. Maybe then bishop d7 is actually the move. Bishop d7, rook f3, bishop c6. Yeah, my bishop on c6 is very safe actually. Rook g3. I mean, rook g3 is nothing. Rook g3 is a paper tiger, no? Just king h8. Yeah, bishop d7 is definitely the move in this position. Yeah, his bishop is, by the way, horrendous. He might have to go king h1, bishop g1, but that's another story. Let's go bishop d7. I only have 15 minutes. I need to speed it up a little bit. This knight can't move. This knight is stuck on f6. If this knight moves, he has access to the h5 square, and I'm not giving him that. If he's good, he's going to play queen e1 to access h4. This is a professional move. Queen e1 is very professional. Queen e1 is very professional. So now we have ideas of going bishop d4. Okay, there you go. Look at that, to rotate the bishop. Yeah, good job. But now he's stepping into another diagonal. Now he's stepping into this diagonal. So the h3 pawn is actually completely loose. The h3 pawn is loose. So if we can attack this pawn somehow, we're in good shape. Okay. I'm not worried about... I don't know what he's doing. Going to c4. So if we go b5, he wants to go, of course, knight a5. b5 wants to go knight a5. That's annoying. What can we do about that? Can we do something about that? So we can't go b6. We can't actually go b6. b6 is not horrendous, I suppose. It's a move. Because this move is very annoying. Knight a5 is actually very annoying. I don't want to deal with that. That's such a headache. I need my bishop. This is my power. This is kind of what's driving my position, this bishop. If this bishop is lost, white's going to gain an edge. We have to go b6 here. We have to completely just, yeah, make this knight not a player. Also now d5, d4 is a huge option. D5, D4 is actually phenomenal. Okay, he goes queen E2. Okay, so he of course just wants to get in, which is smart. I don't want to go E5. E5 I think is actually very bad because this just opens everything up for him. So if we go D5, we just blunder a bishop. Good job. We can go like queen D7. I actually quite like queen D7. I think queen D7 is a very good move. D5, by the way, gives him the E5 square, so that's off the table. E5, I mean, we can't go E5. We can't go E5. I honestly think we have to play defense with queen D7. I don't think we have a choice. I think we have to go queen D7. I think we have to go queen D7. I don't think we have a choice here. My queen is safe on D7. This pawn is going to be overprotected. Yeah, I am slowly, I'll be honest, I am slowly losing the thread. Slowly he's building up and he has much more space than me. Like he has more space. I have a hole here. The problem is I kind of need to create something on the queen side, I feel like. But it's hard. He has the A file. If I go B5, he gets knight A5. Alright, he goes rook GE. So rook FE or rook A. No, rook AE is too loose. Rook FE is the move here. Although rook FE we can't lift. Maybe we do want to lift in the future. Low-key, rook AE might be the move. I'm not even joking. Rook AE might actually be the move. For the simple reason, we need to create kingside play. We need to create kingside play. This bishop is holding opposition together. Okay, I'm totally okay with trading queens. I'm totally okay with trading queens, actually. Okay, then we have to take. We have to take and go like A5. We have to take and go A5. No, A5 blunders B6. Wait, do we have to go rook A8? I think we have to go rook A8, but that blunders a pawn. What about king F7? Be annoying. I think king F7 is the move. I've only got 11 minutes. I have to speed it up. I think king F7 is the correct move. If he doubles, then this pressure is gone. Then we can create kingside play with rook G8, bishop H6, and then we're going to be doing good. Otherwise, he's going to have to evacuate. He does evacuate. Now we go rook A8, I suppose. Now we go rook A8, I suppose. Don't have much of a choice. It is difficult for him to make progress. You see, I actually have a plan here. Now knight H5 is also very good. Knight H5, bishop H6 is phenomenal, let me just say. Knight H5, bishop H6 is phenomenal. Just putting pressure on this pawn. I actually like that a lot. Oh my god, we have great prospects here. Bishop H6. We start with bishop H6. Okay, he wants to double. I'm not worried about that. Bishop H6. Knight H5, bishop F6 is also interesting, actually. Ooh, I like that, actually. I like that. I like knight H5. And if he doubles, then bishop F6, I think. This is correct. Knight H5 is definitely correct. His bishop is terrible. This bishop is so bad. This bishop is so bad. Also, no, this is actually crushing. If I get my bishop to D4, then I start playing like Alpha Zero. Then my bullets, my bishop pair, I like saying bullets instead of bishop pair. Then my bullets activate, and I just rip through on the G file. Okay, so he doubles. This is logical. We have to go bishop F6. Let's go bishop F6. This is the correct move. Bishop F6 is the correct move. Bishop F6 is definitely the correct move, looking at it. We're threatening rook G8. We're threatening knight G3. Okay. What about bishop H4? What about bishop H4? Bingo. Bishop H4 is the move. Bishop H4 is winning. Bishop H4, knight F5, we're winning. That we're winning. Rook E7, king G6. Yeah, rook G7. We just take the knight, I suppose. This is winning. Bishop H4 is winning. G3, we just take. This is winning. This is winning. I'm giving him the D5 square, but I could care less about the D5 square. Bishop H4 is definitely the correct move. This is definitely the correct move. 1,000,000% this is correct. He has to move his rook, I think. Yeah, look, he's moving his rook. Okay, we can always go e6. Actually, I like e6 the most. I think e6 is phenomenal. I think e6 is so good. e6 just solidifies everything. It makes everything super solid. e6 is definitely very professional. Let's go e6. I only have 5. Oh my god, I only have 5 minutes. Versus 23. Jesus, I'm slow. Absolute monster of a piece. King g8, king g1. He kind of has to. He kind of has to. So here, rook g8. Rook g8 here is basically automatic now. Rook g8 I think is automatic. Knight g3 is actually also interesting. Takes, and he's completely paralyzed. He's completely paralyzed in that position. But I think rook g8 is correct. I think rook g8 is correct. If g3 is not... Rook g8 is definitely correct. It has to be. Rook g3. I need to play a little bit faster here. He might go back with his knight. But if he goes back with his knight... He does go back. Okay. So here we got a couple of options here. King e7 is one option. This is a very good option, I think. King e7 is objectively best. Now we're also threatening b5. b5, no. b5 he goes knight a5. We can't allow that. b5 we can't allow knight a5. See, I don't actually want to go knight g3. I'm thinking about going knight g3. He goes back. Okay, so now we go knight g7, of course, yeah. He's threatening this pawn. Ah, look at you, sneaky. Okay, let's repeat once. Let's repeat once. Let's just repeat once. Just to see if he's playing for a draw. He's probably playing for a draw, but I'm not sure. Yeah, this is annoying. This is very annoying. Maybe then rook ad, rook d7 is the move. Yeah, that's the move. Rook ad. There's no need to play for a draw here. Oh, rook ad. We can't go d5 though, because he checks. Rook ad b5 then. Rook ad, there you go. Rook ad b5, knight a5, bishop a8. I figured it out. I figured it out. Now rook ad. Now rook ad. If rook a1, we go rook d7. Because if this bishop moves from h4, he's got pressure on the e file. This bishop has to stay. This knight can maybe move. Okay, I don't know what that move does. Here, king f6, no? King f6 and we're making progress. Now we're making progress in the position. We're threatening rook g7. Now we're making very good progress. This knight though. Yeah, at some point we're going to have to go d5, d4 to get this knight, because this knight defends the pawn on g2. And we need to get that knight out. We just have to. Yeah. Yep. We're going to have to find a way to get that knight. Okay, that's interesting. He's giving me rook g7. Wait a second, what is that move? That move is very strange. Rook g7. Does he want to go g3? g3 doesn't work. Maybe he wants to now just go back. If he goes back, we go d5, I think, no? If he goes back, we go d5. I think. If he goes back, we go d5, threatening d4. And I think that's crushing. I think we're crushing him here. I don't see a way. I honestly don't see a way how he makes this out alive. I'm not... Yeah, this is a beautiful game. That's all I can say. Definitely one of my better games. He goes back. Okay, so now we go d5, I think. This move we can play automatically, no? d5, yeah. We go d5. We're threatening d4, which is just a fork. And we're threatening to kick out this knight to go rook g2. This is definitely good. Yeah, this is definitely good. 2 minutes 52. My only worry genuinely is, will I be able to convert in this time? I'm always so slow on the clock. Classical, I'm even worse. Classical, I'm at like 10 minutes while my opponent is at like 1 hour 10. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. I think way too much. Interesting. Creating crazy counterplay. Oh my god. Creating complications. Okay, that doesn't actually do it. Oh, he is threatening g4 maybe. He is threatening g5. Well, then we just take everything. That's got to be good. Here we can fork, no? g5. Check. Just bishop takes, no? Takes, we take with check. Knight blocks with check, maybe. Huh. So if we take HG, wait a second. I need to play fast here. Takes. What are our options? Takes. Okay, I see an option. Takes, just knight f4. That's simple. Takes, knight f4. Oh my god, bishop f4, we take with check. I think that's the best. Takes, knight f4, and we take with check. Let's go for that. We take, and if he might go knight takes. I kind of missed that knight takes. Wait a second. Take, we sack. Wait, I'm kind of throwing here a little bit. Kind of throwing. Okay, let's relax. Let's keep it simple. I lost mate in 1. Okay, it's not mate in 1, but I'm completely throwing. Oh my god, I'm completely throwing. I'm throwing all my pieces out the window. Oh my god, how did I fumble this? Oh my god. And I just lost my bishop. Oh my god, how did I fumble this? How the hell did I fumble this? I have to go back. I have to create counterplay. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so sad. How did I fumble this? I was completely winning. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so sad. I have to create counterplay. I have to go rook takes. I have to play for something, I mean. I have to play for something. Oh my god, how did I mess that up? How did I mess that up? And now I need a prayer to win this position, genuinely. There's just nothing. It's just nothing. Check. Bishop g3, knight g3. There's just nothing.